African Union is launching another bid to save Sudan from war, even as it fights what it calls proliferation of mediation channels of competing with one another amid a mounting humanitarian crisis. This week, the African Union Peace and Security Council endorsed an all-inclusive meeting for July 10 to 15 in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where Sudan's warring factions and other political movements are to meet. Known as political dialogue, it is to be led by African Union high-level panel on Sudan, whose chair is Ghanaian lawyer Mohamed Ibn Chambers, who is also AU High Representative for Silencing the Guns. Other members are former Uganda Vice President Speso Wandre Kambiza and Mozambican diplomat Francisco Madire. They are supposed to create a durable, people-driven solution to the conflict and restoration of constitutional democratic order in Sudan for a brighter future. The AU Peace and Security Council said this week is a dispatch released after they met last week on Friday, but the 15-member African Union organ also admitted that they will depend on warring factions attending. Since the war began last year in April between the Sudan Armed Forces and the Rapid Support Forces, numerous peace bids have launched. One was fronted by US and Saudi Arabia, known as Jeddah Process. Its severe ceasefire commits were not adhered to. So I'm just hoping, because what this country has been going through for over 1 year now, it is not something you wish for your worst enemy. Yes, it is not even what you wish for anyone. This country is being destroyed on a daily basis because these two factions and other factions refuse to reason far beyond their personal interests and reason on the part of their country, be on the part of patriotism, put their people in the middle of this equation and forgo their ego. That is why you see that after 1 year they are still destroying their countries on a daily basis. But all hope is not lost. Let us just hope that this African Union, which we don't totally believe in, let us hope that for once, maybe in the case of people of Sudan, they can be able to do something that every African can begin to think that African Union can still be remedied. Because most of Africans see African Union as an extended hand of the West, because 70% of the money they use in running African Union is coming from the West. Until African Union begin to generate its own money, be totally independent from every external influence, every external dictation, it is only till then Africans will begin to expect far more from African Union. Expect that African Union will be there to live up to the expectations that it was founded on from the onset. But all hope is not lost. Maybe the case of Sudan will be a game changer for many young Africans to begin to think that African Union can still retrace its steps and be on the path of the glory. Fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes.